Hey, Leo. We're here to do your reading. This is a poor shuffle. I hope you've all been well. We're going to start off with the archetype cards and see what you got going on. This could be in your environment or within you. We'll see how it comes out. If they want to talk to us. This is the most quiet they've been. Because Leo just got it all covered, it all figured it out. The Leos I know have a lot of it figured out. 3. I don't know about all that. Let's see. Victim. No. Light attribute. Prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Okay, that's good. Shadow attribute. Playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity and ability to maintain personal boundaries. Seeker. Light attribute. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. Shadow attribute. Inability to commit to a path once found. These are all brown, very earthy. Maybe you're needing to get grounded at this time. Warrior. Light attribute. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness through will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. Shadow attribute. Trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. Wow. So there's victim. Thea. Seeker. And warrior. See how they're all like a burnt umber situation? Yeah. Let's see at the bottom. Addict. Helps recognize and confront addictive behavior. Shadow. Compromises integrity and honesty. Allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. And that is red. Feeling, I mean, all of these. Honey, Thea, come. Can you just chill for a minute, my love? You're making all the noise. Sorry. I have the Soul Journey Lessons cards. This feels like all these reading. It's I can, like I said in I think the last or the one before. I can flip this in either direction, right? This feels like an active choice where you can choose to be a victim or not, choose to seek out guidance or not, choose to conquer your ego or not. An addict kind of feels just like sitting in a program you've already done. This is like maybe breaking certain patterns, right? I'm not saying that you are or aren't all of these. It could be people outside of you. Let's get a little more guidance on this. Because it's almost like you could be a warrior for, these are being quiet too. Like you could be a warrior for yourself and others in a way that's like, we will be treated properly. Or you could be somebody that victimizes others. Like it's a personal choice. Why? Wondering if this deck doesn't want to be used. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take a card for each one of these. Victim. King of Wands. I don't think King of Wands plays the victim. And I like this deck. They're primarily females. They may actually all be females. Seeker. The Lovers. Because the Shadow would be inability to commit to a path once found. The Lovers is about a choice, but also about potential partnership, right? Specifically two people, and they call them the Lovers. With a card for the Warrior. The Hanged Man. Strength, skill, discipline, toughness of will. The Shadow is trading ethical principles for victory. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. That's an interesting thing to get the Hanged Man. You know what, though? When it says that self-sacrifice and conquering the ego, this individual actually doesn't look stressed at all. They look very, well, for the sake of understanding, they actually look quite at peace. And maybe there is a level of it keeps wanting to come up as serenity. A level of serenity in not it's such a weird way. I can't even, it's hard to verbalize this because it's like you can be a warrior for good or a warrior in general. Like that could just be the way in which you operate. I think you're choosing to be more at peace, less of a warrior. And when you are, baby girl, leave it. She's touching where the phone is. Honey, I can hear her sniffing. You're such an adorable little creeper. Okay, and underneath is the sun. Choose the path of light and transparency. Baby girl, leave it. This feels like a very conscious choice. Like, if you're feeling victimized a little bit, honey. She's wondering what I'm staring at and talking to. She's poking it with her nose. If you're feeling a little bit of a victim mentality and that you need to be on guard, yes, protect yourself, but I wouldn't be so hypervigilant that it's causing a negative effect on those around you. Thea. Leave it. So funny. She's right behind the camera. Because you have the sun. Like, your overall is the sun. Like, you can have the best for you. I've kind of been attempting to practice this recently. Like, embodying love. And not in, like, a woo-woo way. In, like, a practical, grounded approach to... Even if I'm butthurt about something in a moment, like... It might not have been meant that way. And you know what? If it was meant that way... I don't wish harm on that person. I'm just gonna what is it called? I'm just gonna sideswipe that. I'm gonna swerve that, or I'm gonna curve that or something. Where you just keep it pushing. No judgment on them. You no, I'm not entertaining. Like, take care of your things, right? If there are things you need to be just worried enough about that you take care of them, of course. We're all hopefully all adults here, right? But unnecessary worry and negativity and doomsdaying in the brain is not helping anybody. It's feeding like it's eating poison. Let's stop eating the poison. And it was funny because I know of a stressed Leo right now, thinking about you, buddy. And I think maybe this is something you should work on. Maybe we'll have a more in-depth conversation. Not real, because we talked, of course, but a deeper conversation about this particular issue. That's interesting. Because I would think that Leo's first inclination would be to not worry because they're a lion, but we're all human. We're all human, and there's stuff, and like with that lioness, there's an inherent ego that could be tripped up from time to time if there's moments where you forget who the F you are. Nobody's perfect, but you got this, bud. People. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I hope this helped. Yeah, maybe the next set of readings will be crystal advice. And so stay tuned if you want advice on this. Because this one's already a little long for what I've been doing recently. But I'll catch you again later. Take care.